they're crossing their fingers for as well is to try and get past Lyon and break the trend of Lyon just winning everything. 8-time winners of the Champions League, of course. They've won the French title 15 times in the last 16 years. Just why are they so good?
I think a big part of this is the competition in their domestic league. So Lyon have that ability and this rich history where they've had investment for so many years that they can focus on Champions League football because they know that within their domestic league, the bottom teams are not going to even lay a glove on them. So their competition is not like it is for Chelsea in WSL. So I think we look at our top WSL sides, and as much as it's a brilliant thing that the competition in WSL is so great, and we have seen shock results, haven't we? We saw at St Andrews when Birmingham beat Arsenal when they were top. We've seen bottom beat top before. We saw Reading beat Chelsea at the Medeski Stadium previously. We know that there's that element to the WSL competition, whereas I think for some of the leagues, France, Germany, Spain, a lot of their top sides, there's a huge gulf between them and the rest. And I think that's partly the reason why Lyon have been so good for so long.
Do you think Chelsea have what it takes to win this competition, Lindsay?
I do. I think there's a note of caution in there, though, as well, after this tie. That 1-0 advantage and to bring it back to Stamford Bridge next week is huge for them. They are halfway there. But I think we saw so many threats from Lyon in this game that there is every indication that it's not finished by any means. There is so much for Chelsea still to do. And you wouldn't rule out Lyon being able to go to West London and produce a few goals. You looked at what Cascarino was doing. She's the player, actually, that put in the tackle on Millie Bright in that match. She was very good all game. I thought Lessemer in the first half, although she got substituted, she was getting quite a few good chances. And De Brits for Lyon is one of the players that I admire the most. We must mention as well that Ada Hegerberg stayed on the bench because she's coming back from an injury and a problem, and they're just trying to ease her back in gently, but she could play in that game next Thursday. So all the cautionary tales are there. But when I look at Chelsea and their attack, I thought we saw Guru Wrighton at her best. Lauren James can absolutely change games. Erin Cuthbert was brilliant in this more advanced midfield role yesterday. And Sam Kerr, give her any half opportunity, and you think she is capable of producing a brilliant finish. So it should be really a thrilling end to this quarter-final 2 legs. Chelsea in the driving seat. I really hope they can go all the way.
So that's the Champions League. What about this weekend? Women's football weekend as well. Lots of live action, particularly on Saturday. What have we got to look forward to?
Yeah, my favourite weekend of the year. 2022's Women's Football Weekend delivered in terms of goals and drama and excitement. We are expecting the same this weekend, and you've got so many games you can enjoy. We'll come on to the Friday night game, I'm sure, Hayley, in a moment with that Merseyside derby. But Saturday in itself, I'm going to be at the North London derby. This is Spurs against Arsenal at Leyton Orient's ground. That's going to be an interesting one because Vicky Jepson is in interim charge. It looks like Spurs, since they got rid of Rhiannon Skinner in that role, it looks like they're going to stick with Vicky Jepson for a while. They got that 1-0 crucial victory over Leicester midweek last week, and that was just important for them to get a win on the board. They'd had so many defeats in a row. So let's see what happens in that match. And then straight afterwards, you can sit back, enjoy that, and put your feet up, and then enjoy Manchester United against West Ham from Old Trafford, which will come straight after at 5:30.
You touched on it there, didn't you? The Merseyside derby. How do you think this one is going to play out tomorrow night, live on Sky Sports as well?
I know, I think there's a big argument to say that there isn't too much of a gap between these teams. I think Everton have got certainly the more points on the board, and they look like under Brian Sorensen there is a project there and investment for them to go on and kick on. But Liverpool getting a win over Spurs recently, it's seen them move clear. They're in that mid-table. They don't look like they're going to be dragged into a relegation battle anymore because they've got some crucial points. And they will be looking for revenge. I was at the reverse fixture at Anfield where Everton won, and I wonder whether this can happen the other way round, and Liverpool and Matt Beard can go to Goodison Park and cause an upset. But we're expecting loads of fans for this. Hopefully a record at Goodison Park in WSL.